GGR. Stay with us.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
The Good Governance Radio. Good Governance Radio. Good afternoon to you listening to me out there. Welcome to GGR, Good Governance Radio. I am Akimbo Oluwatobiloba David, bringing to you today the news, the evening news on Good Governance Radio. And first off, we will take the headlines. FEC approves 805.7 million naira to beef up security at EFCC headquarters. Open grazing ban in South, irreversible. Senate moves to outlaw ransom payment for kidnapping. Army probing reports on Boko Haram leader Shekau, says spokesman. And finally, Buhari returns to Abuja after Paris trip. The news in full shortly. FEC approves 805.7 million naira to beef up security at EFCC headquarters. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, has approved 805.7 million naira for the purchase of equipment to enhance security at the Economic and Financial Crime Commission's EFCC headquarters in Abuja. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, briefed State House correspondents after a virtual FEC meeting presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on Wednesday at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The EFCC presented to the Council a memo seeking approval for the procurement of 4 sets of automatic and static anti-crash system with automatic scanners and other accessories. Other items include 900 linear meters fence intrusion detection system, human scanning equipment, 4 workflow metal detectors, 2 handheld metal scanners, 1 luggage scanner, and 3 handheld explosive trace detectors, all at the value of 805.7 million naira, inclusive of 7.5% VAT, with the completion of a period of 12 weeks. Open grazing ban in South, irreversible, says Akeredolu as he replies Malami. The Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has tackled the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Shehu Malami, for faulting the ban placed on open grazing in southern parts of the country. Malami, who appeared as a guest on Channels Television on Wednesday, defaulted the ban, arguing that the governor had no right to do that. Akeredolu, who is the chairman of Southern Governors Forum, spoke in a statement he personally signed on Thursday, titled, "Our decision is irreversible and will be enforced." He asked the AGF to challenge the governor's position on open grazing in court, adding that Malami's comments were unfortunate and wicked. Senate moves to outlaw ransom payment for kidnapping. The Senate is considering a bill to discourage the payment and receipt of ransom for the release of any person kidnapped in prison or wrongfully confined. Payments of ransom by the public to ensure the release of victims of abduction seem to encourage hoodlums involved in the unholy act. The Terrorism Prevention Amendment Bill 2021, which scaled second reading during plenary yesterday, is sponsored by Ezenwa Onyewuchi. According to Onyewuchi, the bill essentially seeks to substitute for Section 14 of the Principal Act a new section to read, "Anyone who transfers funds, makes payment, or collaborates with an abductor, kidnapper, or terrorist to receive any ransom for the release of any person who has been wrongfully confined, imprisoned, or kidnapped is guilty of a felony and is liable on conviction to the term of imprisonment for not less than 15 years. Army probing reports on Boko Haram leader Shekau. The Nigerian army has said that it is probing the reports indicating that Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau is badly injured and dead. There had been reports that the Boko Haram leader Shekau was seriously wounded after trying to kill himself to avoid capture during clash with viral Islamic State allied jihadists in the northern part of the country. "We are investigating," Nigerian Army spokesman Mohammed Yerima told AFP by text. And finally, on the news tonight, Buhari returns to Abuja after Paris trip. The President, Major General Muhammad Buhari, has returned to Abuja after a 4-day official visit to Paris, France, to attend the African Finance Summit. Buhari left Abuja on Sunday and met with French President Emmanuel Macron and other world leaders at the event in Paris. The summit focused on reviving the African economy following shock from the coronavirus pandemic and getting relief, especially for increased debt burdens on African countries. And that was the news at 6 on GGR Good Governance Radio. But just before we leave, a quick recap of the headlines. FEC approves 805.7 million naira to beef up security at EFCC headquarters. Open grazing ban in South, irreversible, Akeredolu replies Malami. Senate moves to outlaw ransom payment for kidnapping. Army probing reports on Boko Haram leader Shekau, says spokesman. And finally, Buhari returns to Abuja after Paris trip. That was the news on GGR Good Governance Radio. Now, don't forget that GGR Good Governance Radio is an online radio station that is concerned with the politics of the land, moving the land forward, and, of course, hearing your own opinion. You can be a part of our very many discussions by joining us on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube at Good Governance Radio. Or you can listen and contribute still on our audio streaming platform at our website www.ggr.com.ng. My name is Akimbo Oluwa Tobiloba David, and of course, it has been a pleasure bringing the news to you tonight.
Systems are offline.
This is the Good Governance Radio. GGR. Stay with us.